Welcome back. I'm your host, Mikey, and today's conversation is going to be on the BrainWorks Amek 9099, available through Plugin Alliance, which is based on the Neve Amek 9098i console. But before I continue, let me just say first, we've hit 100 subscribers. I had no idea that this channel would bring about that many subscribers, or that my videos would be viewed enough to gain 100 subscribers. So seriously, to everybody, thank you. Like, sincerely, thank you. Without your support, I would literally be the only one watching my videos in post-production, and that is not an exaggeration. Let's get back to the Amek 9098i console. This console has been looked at and heralded as one of the consoles, if not the console, in certain circles. Of course, here in the digital realm, it's not straightforward to recreate the sound of a physical piece of equipment with all its nonlinearities in this highly mathematical digital space that uses binary code. But that's enough talk. Let's dig into this. In this video, we will be focusing more on the sound of the channel more so than the other features. There is a key feature, however, we will discuss, and that is the TMT, Tolerance Modeling Technology feature, which basically means that different channels have slight differences from each other. More on that later. The THD knob is a familiar function when using BrainWorks plugins. Its function is to emulate the sound of a driven console, producing saturation. The THD function is automatically at 50% when this plugin is loaded, so we will keep it there for the rest of the test. What I'm going to do is leave everything neutral and simply bypass on and off on the 2 bus to listen to the subtle differences. Let's start the test. One of the things you will notice when the Amek is engaged is that there is this presence in the low mids that is boosted. I suspect one of the filters are responsible for this. And to get an idea of the differences, I present a null test. The 3 files are raw without the Amek, with the Amek but with all other modules bypassed, and another with the Amek with all functions engaged. Let's take a listen to the result. You can see there is a difference, very, very quiet, and not enough to make a big difference, to be honest. Let's check the full chain. And here is that presence in the low mids. This means that one of the modules is responsible for the boost in the low mids. Let's try another test. In this next test, I have the Amek on every channel, and I am utilizing the EQ and the compressor function. I also have every instance of the Amek using a different channel in the TMT function. Everything has been level matched, so you can hear the differences. Let's listen, first with everything bypassed. I present another null test, but this time testing the Amek with only one channel in every instance of the Amek, and another with all different channels across the mix. You can see here that every channel is different and the analog function is engaged to activate all of these subtle differences. The other will be on digital and on a single channel, which is supposed to be the opposite. Let's take a listen to see if there is a difference. From what I hear, it's mostly stereo information. A very subtle difference. Let's move to Plugin Doctor. Now let's go ahead and solve the mystery of the low mid boost. I found that the high pass filter is the culprit here. Engaging or bypassing everything else doesn't make a difference. Don't worry about the noise at the bottom, by the way. The level is far too low to be a problem. You can see that by bypassing the EQ bands, there is a subtle difference in the harmonics, though this is not a make or break it situation. Let's take a look at the TMT function. As I flip through the different channels, you can see how both the right and left channel have subtle differences between each other. And those differences become more exaggerated when boosting or cutting with the EQ. Boosting the THD, as you can see, adds more harmonics, as you would expect. And in the Hammerstein test, the loudest harmonics are the 3rd and 5th around 100 Hz. Boosting the THD seems to boost only the 3rd harmonic from 200 Hz and up. I do have some concerns regarding aliasing, however, since this plugin doesn't have any oversampling options. So I decided to test a sine sweep in RX. As you can see, there is a bit of aliasing. The harmonics are traveling alongside the fundamental unto a point, then they are bounced back down and start traveling up again. You can also see this in Plugin Doctor. As I drive the plugin, I will sweep through the frequencies and you will see harmonics popping up in the lower frequencies. You can see one here pretty loud, around -75 dB. Here is another, though this would barely be noticeable, if at all. Look at this one though, above -50 dB. That is a bit loud and concerning. Do keep in mind, this is a sine wave, but on a full mix, that could be a serious problem. As we come to a close with this video, do remember that my goal is to show what these plugins do so you can make informed decisions in your sessions. You should always demo a plugin and test it with your ears before you make a decision. That's all for now. I thank all of you for your time and for getting me to 100 subscribers. Happy mixing.